In the last episode, it took everything for Isaiah not to tweet from all of his burner accounts and trash Derek Carr because he just didn't throw passes accurately, he was turning the ball over non-stop, and Isaiah's kind of fed up with it a little bit. But with the Raiders being 5-2, we're kind of seeing some progress going overall. Now I want to give you guys a quick look at the MVP for a couple of particular reasons. Now first of all, the Eagles are 8-0, so Eagles fans, you guys might have an opportunity to repeat. You go all the way down here though, you see Isaiah King Jr. number 9 in the MVP voting as a rookie. That's pretty good company to keep. And if you're curious how he sacks in the AFC for the Offensive Rookie of the Year, well, he's actually ahead of Lamar Jackson right now. And through 7 games, Isaiah has 745 rushing yards. With 3 touchdowns, he has 2 fumbles, and we want to kind of look past that. And tonight we're heading to San Francisco. We're going to the Bay, and this could be the last time that we travel to Levi's Stadium as the Oakland Raiders. Everything looks like we're going to be the Las Vegas Raiders, so the Battle of the Bay, this could be the last time we ever see it. So here we go. We're wearing the all-white uniforms. It is Thursday night football, little color rush uniforms for everybody. And let's just hope that Isaiah runs over that man and the rest of the 49ers defense tonight. So San Fran starts out with the ball, and they don't really do very well. But their punter, however, has been their MVP so far as he pins us down at the 6-yard line. So 94 yards to go for Isaiah. And that first carry is not too promising. Now the big thing for this team today is just that Derek Carr shows up to play and throws some accurate passes. So first he goes across the middle and Martavis Bryant gets killed. And I think that's Isaiah's biggest issue with Derek Carr right now. If he's throwing passes like that are getting his receivers killed, he's going to lose their trust really quickly. Now Isaiah's wide open here. He's going to call for one. He sees it go up. He catches it. Isaiah in between a defender is going to snag that one. They could have had a pick, but Isaiah bailed out Mr. Carr. I mean, look, I don't want to say that Isaiah just mossed the defender, but I think that Isaiah just mossed the defender. So here we go, 24-yard line. Little play action here. Derek Carr. Yeah, Isaiah can't block 2 people. He didn't even block 1 there. Play clock's winding down. Derek Carr makes a couple of adjustments here. Isaiah again in pass protection. He's got Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper holds that one in. I honestly feel like Derek Carr is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One moment he's throwing horrible passes. The next moment he's throwing dots that are just looking like an all-pro quarterback. So I don't really know what to make of him, but hopefully he can get better. Now Isaiah's out here trying to make some moves, ran into his own blockers, and because of that, he's not going to get the first. 2nd and 1 now. We're going to see Jared Cook slide over in motion. Derek Carr's going to hike the ball. We're going to see that one come back a little bit. Isaiah's got all the room in the world. Isaiah tries to go to the edge. He's got some room, and he gets about 7. And one thing we've noticed from John Gruden is that this week he wants to call a much more balanced game. So we can get the running game going a little bit and the pass game going a little bit. Just find a nice little blend to keep defenses on their toes. That'll be great. Now Isaiah's running around and Derek Carr just refuses to pass it, and instead he's going to get sacked again. Back here on 2nd and 15, Derek Carr again taking a lot of heat so far, and he's getting rid of one just as he gets hit. Isaiah missed his block. So after an incomplete pass there, we are at 3rd and 15. Again, Derek Carr, what do you got for us here? Maybe some magic. Maybe some magic for Derek Carr. So he's got the ball. He's going to find Jared Cook wide open. Jared Cook's running around a little bit. He's going to get gang tackled down at the 27, and there we go. Derek Carr again making a play on 3rd down. Inching closer to the red zone now. San Fran's going to stack the box a little bit. Isaiah has no help whatsoever. Derek Carr hands it off to him. Isaiah is destroyed. His 3rd fumble of the season might have been the worst one. So after that major hit where there was no blocking whatsoever for Isaiah, I mean, he barely had his hands on the handoff. He got a hit, he fumbled, and San Fran marched in the field, and as you can tell, they went ahead and scored. Derek Carr moves under center for 2nd down. Isaiah again back here a little bit. He's floating. Isaiah's open. He's going to see one. Isaiah's got some room. Has not been effective in the rushing game, but in the receiving game, he's been money. Maybe it just takes a couple of receptions for Isaiah to get things going, but I think the offensive line is letting him down a little bit because, I mean, obviously that fumble earlier definitely looked like it hurt. Now look at the spin move. Look at Isaiah. He's got some room. He's going to try to get that first. Again, stop shy of the marker, but that was the best run we've seen from him all game. And I actually stand corrected because they did give Isaiah the first down there. So here in the 2nd quarter, we're trying to get our first points on the board. San Fran brings the guy in the box. Isaiah again trying to run. Oh, he's going to break that tackle out. Look at Isaiah again fighting forward. Only 18 yards so far, but we're seeing some progress. 2nd and 5, you're going to see Isaiah float out. He's wide open here. He's going to go for possession catch. He didn't want to get destroyed there, and he ends up being shy of the mark by about a yard. So with 3rd down and 1, we could wait to run a play before the 2-minute warning, but honestly, we want to get this first down, and we want the clock to be on our side. So Isaiah finds some room, and look at this again. Finding yards in between the tackles. The elusive back's making it work. Getting closer to the red zone now on 1st and 10. Got Amari Cooper with solo coverage on the edge. Derek Carr's going to take this one. He's got Cooper with the solo. He's going to throw that one. Cooper had it bobbled. He almost caught it, but he dropped it. Great play by the defense. 2nd down here. Again, 2 minutes left. We just hit the 2-minute warning. Going to the halfback screen, Isaiah's ready to roll. Isaiah's going to try to outrun the defenders. They're going to stop him again, a yard short of the first down spot. Isaiah has been overly involved in the passing game right now. 5 catches in the first half. He's basically on to a career high the way he's going. He's going to try to find the room here. He's going to push through. Isaiah fighting through the defenders inside the 5 now. Here on 1st and goal from the 4. They're expecting a run. Isaiah stays back for protection. Derek Carr is going to throw one out of bounds. You got a 2nd and goal. We're going to see Derek Carr move under center now. Look, under a minute on the 4-yard line. Maybe we should be running it, but we're going to try to go to pass. We throw it. It's going to be caught by Martavis Bryant, and somehow he lost 2 yards. So we find ourselves here on 3rd and goal. Under 45 seconds left. Isaiah has just not been able to do anything, but Jared Cook is found in the end zone by Derek Carr, and just like that, Oakland is on the board, baby. So we go into halftime. We were tied up 7-7, and here at the start of the 3rd quarter, we are trying to get something going. The running game has been incrementally getting better, and we're trying to keep things going. And Isaiah says, look at me, I'm off to the races. Isaiah's got a guy in front. He's going to run him over. More guys in front. He's going to end up getting tackled at the 44, but a huge gain, his biggest of the afternoon. And plays like that are exactly why the Oakland Raiders drafted Isaiah King in the first place. Look, he's a guy that can run in between the tackles here and there, but when he gets in the secondary, that's where he shines the most. And speaking of shining the most, Amari Cooper with a big grab, and Derek Carr looks good today, 10 of 14 for 130. San Fran had to be feeling pretty good about their defense in the first half, but so far they have been looking terrible here in the second half. Now Isaiah again gets hit by multiple defenders, and he stopped after 3. If we've seen anything today, it's that Isaiah is the workhorse for this offense. Now he's getting the ball through here. Like, oh my God, Isaiah, don't run towards Mr. Tart ever again. That wasn't good. The red zone has been pretty kind to Oakland, especially on that last drive. So Derek Carr moves back under center. Isaiah again here, helping up the blitz. This ball's on to the right. It's batted away from Jordy Nelson. I mean, what's kind of wild to me right now is that Jordy Nelson does not have a catch, and we're in the second half right now. If you own him in fantasy, you're not super happy. And look at the spin move. Multiple spin moves get Isaiah 4 yards. So it's a big 3rd down and 6 here. Derek Carr makes an adjustment again. He's been pretty good on 3rd so far. He finds Amari Cooper, but Cooper gets hit too hard, and he's not going to hold on to it to make it 4th and 6. Now, we end up getting a field goal on that last drive after getting stopped in the red zone, and San Fran is forced to punt it. So here we go. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. You got Isaiah in the backfield, ready to go, and he's going to get stopped after 1. Something we're finding out, though, for sure right here is that they're keen on Isaiah. We started most of our drives getting Isaiah the ball, whether it's through running, whether it's through receiving on those little halfback screens. And San Fran's pretty ready. Now, ball thrown across here to the middle is almost intercepted. Athletic play by the linebacker, but it's not enough for the pick. Now, after Reuben Foster was not able to get that interception, we're still alive here on a 3rd down and 9. So Carr again back in the center. Play action fake for Isaiah. Isaiah's rolling around. This ball is thrown, and it's dropped by the linebacker again. It's a tight game right now. We only have a 3-point cushion. Our last drive didn't really work out the best for us, so we're going to try to get things going a little bit smarter here. Now, Isaiah's finding great room on the left-hand side. Look, that is the key right now. Keep running to the left, and we might be okay. The only negative thing you can really say about Isaiah's game is that he almost has 100 rushing yards, but not a single touchdown. And not having him in the end zone is obviously hurting this offense, as we're only up 3 points. And Isaiah says, let me run through. Let me run wild real quick. Isaiah broke another tackle. He's trying to keep going, and they finally wrestled him down. Look, 5'10", 225. That's a hard dude to tackle. Another huge game for Isaiah, now crossing over 100 yards in the game, keeping his average well above that for the season. Now he's going to pick up the blitz here for Carr. Carr's got all the time in the world, and Jordy Nelson gets his first catch of the game here with a minute left in the 3rd. This drive has been a masterpiece so far. I'm a little worried about Mr. Sherman on the edge there. Sherman's going to drop back. We got some room across the middle. Isaiah tries to truck a defender. Not the most successful, but now we're just a yard out of the red zone. Isaiah has carried this team down the field time and time again, and it's time for him to finally get into the end zone in today's game. So 3rd quarter's winding down now. Maybe the last play of it. Isaiah's got some room. Looking to go for a juke, and he's inside the 15. We're starting the 4th quarter, and this has been a remarkable Thursday night football game. It's built everything you wanted to if you like defensive battles. And offensively, there's been some moments, but we haven't really seen the big touchdowns. And Isaiah says, let me get into the end zone. But they stop him at the 1. 5'10", 225 pounds. You guys know the stats already. But the young fella has to run over a safety. If it's between him and the end zone, he's got to destroy that dude. Now he goes to the middle again, and this time, he's not going to make it. So there's a lead. We're on 2nd and goal. We do not want to blow this opportunity. So we're going to go to a halfback toss here. Isaiah in the goal line formation. He's going to take the toss. He cuts up the field. He's going to try to break through. He ends up getting hit at the 2 again, and he's stopped. Coach Gruden says, look, he got us here. If we're going to score a touchdown, it has got to come from the young fella. So we'll see if he's too stubborn here or not. Going with the halfback toss. Isaiah's to the edge, and Isaiah is going to get into the end zone. finally he gets in. The young fella has been running wild all game long, and at 150 yards, he finally gets his first touchdown of the game. And with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, things are looking good. We're finally where we want to be. We got a nice little lead. Jordy Nelson still getting involved in the offense, and San Francisco is running out of time. That's a solid pass there by Carr to Nelson. We're going to switch back to the run here. Isaiah again trying to find his room on the edge. Gets stuck behind his own blocker, however, and he's dropped for a loss. So 3rd down and 4. Coach Gruden wants to go to the air here, which I think is a little questionable, but we're going to let him go ahead and do that. Isaiah tries to pick up the blitz. A huge pass there to Smith, and Smith is going to break out of that one, wrestled at the 26. We've seen some pretty horrible performances from Derek Carr all season long, but this one, not a ton of yards overall for him, but I've been actually pretty happy with how he's played. He limited his turnovers. He's been money in the red zone. Overall, he's played fantastic. Now, Isaiah's looking for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and we're going to try to get it to him by letting him run wild in this drive, but not if he's running at DeForest Buckner like that. 2:44 left, 3rd and 8. Isaiah back here. He's going to throw one, and that was going to be picked off by Richard Sherman, the newly acquired San Francisco 49er. We just talked about turnovers, and Derek Carr, what did you do? You turned the ball over. That was an unfortunate situation, but Derek Carr just got bailed out. So Coach Gruden said, yeah, that whole, pass the ball thing with Carr, no, not in crunch time. We can't trust him. But look at this. Isaiah's got some opportunities here. He's trying to get to the edge. Hits the man with the juke. Isaiah's going to go all the way to the end zone. They scoop him at the end, but it doesn't matter. The juke move is too saucy. He's in. What an unbelievable run to steal the game. Coach Gruden is happy, and because of that, the 49ers are going to take it now. The Oakland Raiders are going to take a W, and in what could be the last battle of the Bay, that's your player of the game right there, Isaiah King Jr. Almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. To recap the stats today, you see Derek Carr go 13 of 22 for almost 200 yards, 1 touchdown, and unfortunately 1 interception. And Jimmy Guap, yeah, that's not his best performance of his career. On the ground, Isaiah was an absolute animal today. The best single game of his career. 28 attempts, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, a fumble that I won't really put on him, but overall, one of his best performances ever. In the air, Isaiah was brilliant there too. 5 catches, 67 yards, and I think most of those, if not all of them, were in the first half, but still, he grinded it out today to lead his team to victory. And after the game, it is time to upgrade Isaiah. Look, we could upgrade his elusive backside, and I understand we did that last time, but I think it's finally time to put a little bit of love to the power backside. So we're going to upgrade that because I want to see him run people over in the open field. So he's going to move up to a 69 overall there, +2 to awareness and stiff arm, +1 to ball carrier vision, and I can't wait to see what he does next week because this week, he killed it.